Medical equipment now takes up a majority of the living room in this Gilpin Court apartment, as Sylvia Davis waits for her 21-year-old daughter, Michaela, to come home from the hospital.
The hospital tells her, "You going home, Michaela." They call me and I come downstairs every single day and show her stuff that's here and let her know she's coming home.
After a car crash last year that resulted in critical injuries,
My daughter is paralyzed from neck down.
Davis says Michaela has been in and out of medical facilities. Now, she finally had a discharge date of July 23rd, but that came and went, and still, Michaela sits in the hospital.
Kept changing the discharge date, so. Because we have never got a reasonable accommodation from RHA.
According to emails Davis shared with me from her daughter's hospital case manager, Michaela will be a homebound tracheostomy patient requiring mechanical ventilation. And because of this, the discharge planner needs to ensure that RRHA can provide a backup power supply.
Either a generator, so if we lose power or a storm come, it would be a backup source of power, or contact Dominion, so if we lose power, they know, they have a certain amount of time to get back on.
Emails show the case manager initiated communications with RRHA on July 7th with multiple follow-ups, and yet, weeks later, RRHA still had not confirmed whether Michaela could return to the apartment on ventilator support. On July 25th, 2 days after the original discharge date, Davis says she received a notice from RRHA that it denied her reasonable accommodation request for a generator, saying installing one in the unit would create a safety hazard.
If it's gas power, it would go outside. And that's what he gonna say, well, a generator can't go on the inside. We never asked you to put a generator inside this house.
Now, I did talk to an attorney at the Legal Aid Justice Center, Lauren King, who tells me tenants in public housing have a lot of protections when it comes to these accommodation requests. She says the landlord can deny a request if it would cause an undue financial burden or if it would fundamentally alter the operations of RRHA. Now, generally speaking, King says the law requires this to be an interactive process between the landlord and the tenant. That means back and forth communication, she says, leading towards solutions and not blanket denials.
It was just a flat out no.
Davis believes that she has not received the kind of engagement she expects and feels delays have caused her daughter's return to remain in limbo.
It's unfair to her, it's unfair to me, it's unfair to the hospital.
Her message to the housing authority:
sign the paper, provide a generator, get my baby home, do the right thing.
RRHA CEO Stephen Nesmith tells me in a statement, in response to a recent concern, we engaged in an interactive process with the resident and her medical provider as outlined in our policies and in accordance with federal guidelines. While we are unable to discuss the individual case due to privacy laws, we maintain committed to working collaboratively with residents and healthcare professionals to explore reasonable accommodation within the scope of our policies and legal responsibilities. I'm Tyler Lane for CBS 6 News.